previous homeowner had some issues with leaking, so we were here a few months ago trying to figure it out. And you can see all the way down here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it looks like there's like tar on the liner. Good morning, guys. It is day 4 on this pondless waterfall here in Huntington, Long Island. And this thing's actually looking amazing. Today we just have some wing walls to do, get the plumbing done, get the diffusers in, rock out this basin, and hopefully we get to see this thing run. We'll probably be done tomorrow. Right now Rob is getting dirt because we have to backfill the rest of the basin to bring it up actually 6 inches. I'll show you guys what I mean. So right here, this is our pondless waterfall reservoir. We have 17 aqueducts. We have our pump vault. Right now it looks like a mess because the liner's everywhere, but I'm not sure if you can see, but from the pool and patio area, everything just slopes right here. So to prevent any water from just riding right into this basin, causing bad water clarity, what we're going to do is actually bring this pondless waterfall up to grade right around there, which is 6 inches above this grade. So we'll have it 6 inches all the way around higher than the existing grade on the outside, and we'll create a swale like right around here. Right where that cobble is actually like some drainage, so we'll make a dry creek bed around here so water can just drain freely right into that and then drain into the dry well over there. If you saw in the beginning, we rerouted that drainage pipe. That's where that drainage pipe connected all the way to the dry well over there. So once any water comes in here, it'll go into that dry creek bed, go into that drainage, get out of here, and not in our reservoir. But looking at this pondless waterfall, we have 5 cascades in this thing. We have our first cascade from what you saw before. We have the sheet falls with the slant rock right here that's going to kick some water out. We are missing one more rock right around this bag of gravel. We want another rock to come out into the stream, so when it falls off this cascade, it'll hit this pooling area, kick around that rock, and then off this one. Then over here we have our other sheet style fall, so it's going to drop, hit this rock, kick, and then drop into here. And then I really like how this waterfall came out. Anytime we can do this, this is amazing. We have 2 rocks basically, and they fit perfectly together. So right now I barely have any room right behind this retaining wall, but I'm gonna put a diffuser right back here. It'll well up and then it'll come off this face right over here. I don't think we'll get too much water over here. Most of it will just go right here because I have them slanted right towards there. And then right over here we have a simple style sheet style waterfall. So we're gonna have 2 waterfalls up here into the pooling area feeding this. In that pondless vault, we're gonna have a 5,000 to 9,000 SLD. He also has his existing waterfall pump from the last pondless waterfall, which is like a 5 PL. So we're gonna have around another 5,000 gallons just feeding this waterfall. And what we're gonna do with that, it's gonna be like a party pump. So probably just gonna feed it through some of these rocks. So this pooling area gets another 5,000 gallons whenever he has guests over to entertain, causing these 3 waterfalls to have almost 14,000 gallons over them. So this thing's gonna be roaring, but it's gonna be also natural because these waterfalls up here are not gonna be so powerful. They're only gonna have 4,500, 4,000 gallons over them each. But by the time it gets to the bottom, it's gonna have 13,000, 4,000, just like you would see in a natural waterfall on a mountain stream or something. There is rain in the forecast, so hopefully we don't get rained out today. But it says rain about 11 and then it's gonna rain all night. So we really wanna get this dirt in before tonight because we don't really wanna be grading with mud. So if we can get this basically buttoned up today, tomorrow do some detail work, some moss work, I think we'll be in good shape. But you guys going on time lapse once again. should be the last and final day, but after last night, I'm not so sure of that anymore. And this stuff is stupid. Last night we filled our basin up probably a little more than halfway and came back today, and it is completely topped off. Everything around here, even though we tarped it off, there was so much rain that it's all just mud. So unfortunately, this makes edging this thing super hard. Also, grading this backyard is going to be nearly impossible because everything is going to be sunken down by that machine or the dingo. So every time that machine tracks over, it's just going to drag mud and just sink. So we may have to hold off on grading, come back during the weekend or something when it's dried off and get some topsoil to grade this out and just dress it a little bit. But right now, me and Rob are going to get some boulder work in this basin right out here so we can actually start building up the grade for this left side. This hydrangea is probably going to have to come out temporarily so we can get some rock work in there to build our grade up to that elevation right back there. Once that's done, we can get our lights in, finish off this basin, get these pipes installed, get the pumps inside the basin, and then we just have to do a little bit of detail work at that top section right up there and right up there. That's where our two spillways are. Once that's done and backfilled, all we have to do is turn it on. So stay tuned, guys.